There's no better time of year than the holidays for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. Look at the Heat. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Well, Josh Hart's the very definition of unselfish. How about keeping his eyes up and finding his teammate?
And here is Butler. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Booker with it. Turner with the screen. There's the three. And Booker is good for three. Greg, we're sure to see a lot of quality basketball here tonight, given the veteran talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams, so expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
Now here's Booker after the miss from Stephen Curry. Down low, here's Rodman. Misses the baby hook. And it's Miami's ball. Outside Curry. Miami no good on that time either.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Turner looking around. Turner with the screen. To the inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And here are the Heat now. Knocks it loose. Caldwell Pope with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Here's Rodman. And then Rodman with the dunk.
And Caldwell Pope has improved as a passer. Nice to see that development in his game.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
Now here's Williams. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Goes back up. Williams can't hit.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Oh, here comes Curry all alone. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Boy, you get Steph Curry rolling downhill in the open floor. He can finish off a break with such style.
He's setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
They get the rebound. And Williams with the stuff.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop break. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Short. Kicks it out to Rodman. And he's good on the 3-ball. Rodman's got 5.
Paul George is always about making the right play. What a pretty pass.
That's too hard. Outside Butler. George with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Caldwell Pope with it. From deep, George. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle steps for Los Angeles?
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said Havlicek is great talent, and I think Havlicek is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. Here's Curry, and that one drops. 6 points for him.
Boy, there's a level of physicality that Steph Curry is displaying. Hard drive, through some contact, hard-earned basket.
Now here's Turner. Nothing on the board.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Curry. They trail by 6. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Caldwell Pope with a line of water plays. Simply dreams it in at the buzzer.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
The Heat, 10.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
To the middle. Here's Nisi. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Boy, is it fun to watch Chris Paul dissect the defense. This guy is such a shrewd passer.
Back to Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Miami making a change here. Doris, something R.J. Barrett can do well is put stress on that defense with his three-point shooting.
Well, he's a little bit of a streaky shooter, Kevin, but it never affects his confidence. This guy just keeps coming at you and keeps believing in himself. Historically, his shooting gets better over the course of the season.
Count it.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The drive by Paul. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Here is Paul. To the paint. And stolen by Williams. Simmons inside the line. And then Simmons slams it in.
Goodness, Ben Simmons, unreal.
Paul looking over the floor. Out left to the wing. Ball's knocked loose. Miller with a wide open look. No good on the fast break pull-up. Clippers leading by 8. Ball outside. Inside. Nisi. Ben Simmons with the rebound.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk. You've got to put down his face.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Back to Paul. Five on the clock. The three. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Here's Simmons. Outside Williams. Down low. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit. But can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Pass to Nisi. Now Paul. Trying to end the drought. They get it back. The dive for the ball. And stolen by Miller. To the inside. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line.
Austin Reeves.
Austin Reeves picks one up.
Boy, I tell you, you love to see Ben Simmons determined to score. Draws the whistle, gets an opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play.
So for the Clippers. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Heat.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers and quickly converting.
Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. For 3, Booker buries the long-range jumper. Booker's got his second basket of the night.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And a new group getting ready for Miami. We've got 1:23 left in the second quarter. Here's Curry. He has 6. Back to Watson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Watson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Turner. His shot is good, making it a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And Turner scoring buckets inside. He is really testing the defense. This guy has a whole lot of game.
Right side Curry. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Despite what is a lock Hall of Fame career, Stephen Curry has no let-up. He is chasing excellence. Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Now, here's Barrett. Scoreless thus far. It's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
Well, critical in the pick and roll that you be able to deliver the ball in a timely spot and in the right position. And R.J. Barrett does just that.
A shot by Rodman, wide open. And a miss here on the triple. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. To the paint, here's Booker. Devin Booker soaring in.
Booker is always on the attack. That's nice.
And Curry, here we go. Here's Williams. Now Curry. There's the pick. 6 to shoot. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Clippers leading by 5. And here's Booker. 8 points for him. And it's Turner finishing it off.
And this is why Miles Turner is such a high percentage scorer. You combine length, athleticism, and basketball skills. Good luck with that defense.
Here's Barrett. An easy 2 points on the way. Barrett's got his first basket of the night. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Turner comes with the double team. Barrett with the ball. Outside Curry. Outside Barrett. There's the pick. It's good.
R.J. Barrett.
Barrett's got 4 points in the quarter.
We've seen this time and again. R.J. Barrett will not be deterred by a little contact.
On the wing, Booker. 11 points in the game. And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Outside Curry. To the middle. Out to Barrett. Releases. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Clippers leading by 6. Pass to Hart. To the inside. Williams. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Josh Hart.
6 points for Mark Williams.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Down low. And slammed in by Turner.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
Substitution
And
on the floor.
Miami making a change here. Ball outside. They kick it out to Green. Back to Paul. It's stolen by Curry. Here's the break. 3-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
It's so quick, and Curry's so elusive. This is what makes him such a tough cover, folks.
1:24 left to play in the third. Here's Paul. Off the left rim and out. The Heat trailed by 5. Pass to Hart. Heat moving the ball around. There's a good screen. 6 on the shot clock. Williams uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 8.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half.
Timeout,
Getting away
timeout.
from the three-point shot.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Here's the door for your Clippers break.
Clippers leading by 3. Johnson the screen. To the paint. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Rocking that rim. Keldon Johnson, a big physical wing.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Shooting from
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
2 shots.
And he hit 72% of his foul shots a season ago, but I'm not sure he's real thrilled with those numbers.
Boy, Ben Simmons, one of the most highly scrutinized players in the NBA, but I don't think you can doubt any of his defensive abilities. Cross-positional and a big-time asset on that end.
Pass to Paul. And he drops it in from the low post. Paul's got 5.
Chris Paul opportunistic on the inside in that instance.
On the wing, Williams. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And we have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. There's 10 seconds left in the third. Paul outside. It could go. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Clippers lead by 5.
41.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Heat trailed by 5. Outside Barrett, and Watson has it in the corner. And Devin Booker pulls it down. Turner with the screen. From deep, George. They grab their own miss. The shot by Turner, no good. So it's Miami now. Pass to Hart. The tray. It's good from long range.
Yeah, Josh Hart starting to show people, I can knock down a three-point shot. You better guard me.
Booker out of the cannon. And the dunk by Booker.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement today saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Defensive foul.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Free throw drops for Watson. The Clippers in the lead. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Turner, and there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart.
Timeout, timeout.
That is his first foul of the game. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page.
Timeout, timeout.
And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. And that three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Back to Booker. Turner with the screen. Chalk up 2 there. Booker's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Pass to Hart. And here's Barrett. Curry on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And there's another one for the Heat.
One of the most special players offensively in the history of the game, Stephen Curry, cooking right now.
Booker looking around. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Here's Booker. For 3. Misses. 4th time against 7 makes for this game. Miami trailing. Curry wide open. Drains the three-pointer.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Booker outside. And it's rocking top of the key. And it's Miami with the rebound. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And Barrett slams it in.
Undaunted by the moment, R.J. Barrett with the delivery. Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
It's Curry outside. And again, Miami with the triple.
One of the best ever at embracing big moments. Step up to the challenge.
Booker up top. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Mark Williams.
Second team.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Heat?
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Barrett with the ball. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Curry deciding where to go with it. Over Booker. The shot by Curry, no good. Clippers trail by 3. Inside. Outside Turner. That's the arc. Offensive rebound. And that one's hit by Rodman.
And the D getting out work there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Back to Williams. Outside Curry. Over Caldwell Pope. Curry can't get it to go. Booker outside. Back to Caldwell Pope. Good.
He just loves skill up there with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And we'll have a timeout called by Erik Spoelstra. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Heat. We've got 28 seconds left in the game. Again, the miss by the Heat. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just look those last seconds away.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
A bit of heroics at the line right there as he bumps their lead to 3 and makes things a little easier for them defensively.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Timeout called the Heat. They're trailing by 5. And what's their best move at this point?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
So the Clippers with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
And guiltiness won't catch them in the